So, what is it? Day 6, I think. I'm feeling a little distracted now. I'm actually in Washington, D.C., about to help with one of my friend's seminars. And I'm right in the middle of the city, and as I was running, I saw this little patch of woods. So I felt at home, like as if I was in North Carolina. But really, there's like a highway right, where is it? Right down there. And then right behind me up here is a road. So it's literally, it's just this area. But something that that I saw on the way in, just like as I was coming into the woods here, was just so much trash, right? And I mean, it's littered all over the place, like just all over the place. There's just tons of trash. And as I was coming down here, it reminded me that I started the practice of, like, when I was coming back from, God, I'm so distracted right now. When I come back home, back in North Carolina, when I come back from my jog, I'm noticing the trash that's on the side of the road. And I started to bring, plastic bags with me, because I started picking up trash, and before I knew it, I had like whole bagfuls of trash to bring back home and recycle what was recyclable and throw away everything else. And I don't say that to say like, hey, look at me, I'm Mr. Green, but really the point of that is that I noticed myself getting angry and looking at this nature and just getting angry at all the people that would throw trash here and kind of ruin this for them and everyone else and me. And I'm remembering too that I would catch myself when I would be picking up trash back in North Carolina and realizing, like, asking myself, am I enjoying this? Like, if I'm not enjoying this, then I shouldn't do it. Wow, there's a blue jay. He seems angry. And I started enjoying it more and more. Actually, from the very beginning, I was enjoying it, but then I would catch myself being like, "Oh God, this is disgusting! Like, why would people do this? This isn't right." Those stupid, ignorant people throwing away trash. And I realized I could focus on that. I could focus on the people who threw away the trash and be angry at them, or I could focus on the joy that I get from cleaning it up, from actually making my area around, like, the walk back to my house, making it clean and making it beautiful and serving nature like that. And even if my focus is on the people who threw away the trash, maybe even having compassion for them. Like, what kind of a world do they live in where they can just throw trash out the window and not think twice about it? I would imagine that you would have to be pretty disconnected from the world around you to just throw trash. So I say all of that to say this, that it seems really similar to me to hate on people who have stigma about herpes. And believe me, I catch myself doing it too. Oh gosh, those ignorant people who don't know that this is just a simple skin condition. Like, this is not a big deal, people. Why are you thinking it's such a big deal? And then I realized that I used to be one of those people who judged those dirty people over there with herpes. And I feel like this is just a constant reminder of where I choose to focus my attention actually impacts my experience of my own life. And does it serve me to be angrily picking up trash or angrily wishing that the stigma would go away and those ignorant people would get a clue? Or would it feel better for me to look around and say, wow, this nature would be so much nicer if this trash weren't here. Let me pick it up. And actually have fun doing that. Or, wow, those people out there who believe that herpes is a huge deal and judge the hell out of me and everyone else who has it, what kind of a world must they live in? I realized I forgot to say something vitally important about that last piece. A continuation of the whenever I can have compassion for all of those people out there who are judging me, or regardless of herpes or not, like the people out there who are judging me, and me having compassion for that, and me actually loving myself regardless, like not needing all of humanity to validate me and say that I'm okay. If people judge me, that's okay, because I know me. I know who I am. I know my worth. I know that my worth isn't taken away by some silly little virus named herpes. I know better than that. And when I know better than that, then from that place, all of my disclosures come from that place. When I disclose to somebody, hey, I have herpes, and it's not a big deal to me, but I want to let you know. I think it's important that you know. If it comes from that place instead of a place of shame and buying into the stigma that's out there, then that's what will actually have the stigma shrink. That's what will actually kill the stigma. Is all of us getting okay with ourselves first. The stigma is not going to change out there. Maybe a few people who are ignorant about this might go on Wikipedia one day. Maybe a few. But for the most part, the stigma is going to be there. It's not going to change from the people who are already ignorant out there. It's going to change with us first. What is that? Be the change you want to see in the world. That applies here. If you want the stigma to change, then change it in yourself first. Actually see where all of those places in yourself where the stigma still exists, and learn to love those places so that the stigma can go away and the shame can go away. That's what this work is all about. Getting to the point where I'm whole. And in that wholeness, shame can't exist. Stigma can't exist.